myself a Street Triple R. Never thought I'd be able to afford one of these bastards. But, what do you know? Because it was inevitable the Bandit had to go. I said that in the last video. I was actually going to get a Ninja 650. Oh, yes. And instead of getting the Ninja 650, what I did is I went on the website to confirm some things to get an insurance quote. Because I already quoted it once and I forgot all the stuff I put in. And I forgot what the quote was, so I had to get it again. And as I went on the website, along the top was flicking like some of the pre-owned stuff, and this popped up, and I was like, oh, hello. Let's have a quick fucking looky what this is. I know I can't afford it, but let's find out. It's either going to have too many miles for me to make it a viable long-term option, or it's going to be too fucking expensive. It wasn't either. 2014, only got 5,000 miles on it, so it's not that old. It's not done that many miles. It's just been serviced, which means I'll have to service it again for another 6,000 miles. And on top of that, it cost me, what, £6 more than the Ninja would have done a month? I could do an extra hour's work, and just have more than that. The insurance a year was less than a Ninja 650. It's ridiculous. When I got into figures, it was something in the region of just over £100 difference. I think it was like £120 more to insure than injure. To the point I was wondering, how the fuck am I going to do it? But this makes it so much easier. And I'm just in love with the fucking thing, I really am. I had to adjust the suspension on it though, because the standard R suspension, like I said on the RX, is stiff as fuck. And when you get it around here, the roads are abysmal. No wonder the shock on the Bandit died. So I've given it a couple of tweaks. Knocked it down 2 cranks on the old adjustment. I want to say compression, I don't know if that's right. Fuck it, I'm going to say compression. I'm going to say rebound as well. I know it's not preload, I need to adjust the preload, but the guy who had this before me decided to take the C-spanner out of the toolbox and not put it back. I won't be doing a lot of videos after this, mainly because I haven't actually had time to ride this fucker yet. I've been going to work and back on it. I've done maybe one small diversion. I occasionally take a back road back now, but you've already seen the back road. And to be honest, I'm too inspired to go into proper riding again, because on the Bandit, it was too much of a workhorse, and with the channel, it basically just turned into a bike I do the channel with, and I go to work on. This doesn't make me feel like that. This makes me want to ride. Not ride and talk, not ride to work, but ride. So I hope you all don't mind the fact that for a little bit the channel is going to be pretty fucking mute. I might do some gear reviews because my gear's old as fuck now, and I'm thinking about swapping my jacket in that because it's just, as this morning proved when it rained, it is not waterproof. My trousers aren't waterproof anymore, they've ripped in the crotch now. This jacket's not waterproof. These are my summer gloves and I'm still wearing them. It's now October. So, yeah. Obviously this bike was no surprise to the people who follow me on social media, because I couldn't keep my fucking mouth shut as soon as it was out there. I did make a small teaser video about it. Basically, I asked Zojo what she thought of it, and I was just going to put that up and make people kind of guess at what it was going to be, but the recording itself, I did it on my front-facing camera on my phone, and it's quite frankly shite, and the audio is just shite. Actually, fuck it, I'll put it up now anyway, and you can see what it would be.
So you've just ridden the new bike for the first time, and you feel...
Good.
You like it?
Yeah.
You feel like you're going to come off the back because you're not used to
the way it is.
fact the way it is. But the noise?
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
Comfort?
It's very comfy.
Very comfy. Style? I'd like just to look at.
It's just better than the old one.
So out of 10?
10.
Nice easy 10.
Yeah.
How many of you would have guessed from that video it was this? Guessing with the fact the end of the last one stopped at me going to a Kawasaki dealership? Probably not a lot. I've had it for a week and a half now. Still love it like I did before. I have found that the controls are a bit whoever designed them was not a person who likes things straightforward. Unlike the person who designed the throttle, which is you twist it and it converts petrol to noise. I don't know about the going forward, there's probably in there somewhere, but as far as I can tell, It's just petrol to noise. Can't really say a lot more than that. It's a fantastic noise though. Done a couple of economy runs already. Coming back from buying this, the economy was pretty shite. But that's because after my dad's fan broke on his ER6N, so it overheated and boiled the coolant, they didn't know what it was that caused it to overheat. Turns out it was a stone in the fan. But of course it took them forever to find that out. And it was there for a service, which was already going to take about an hour and a half. So literally I bought this, I rode it down to Dis and back, with some stopping and starting, because I can never get that fucking road clear anymore. Then from there we stopped at McDonald's in the middle of Norwich, which means it didn't go that far before I stopped again. And then there was this kind of time that everyone started leaving work and leaving school and stuff, all the kind of in the middle bit, which meant there was traffic fucking everywhere, which meant I was crawling on this and stopping and starting and stopping and starting. So when I did the fuel economy test for that, that was about 43 miles to the gallon. Not fantastic. Then I did what I call an economy run. You know, I kept it low revs, high gears, just kind of let it trundle itself along. Stuck the miles per gallon thing on the screen so I could tell what it was doing as I was riding along. Annoyingly, they're digging a fucking hole on my route. And I either take the alternative route, which has a lot more bendy bits, which doesn't make it an economy run, it makes it a fun run, or I take the coast road, which they were digging 3 holes. So it was a definitely worse idea. So I had to stick with the fact I'm going to have to stop, let the engine run whilst I'm not doing anything, and I occasionally catch the red light there twice, and then carry on. But at that, I managed to achieve 50 miles to the gallon, which means on a regular day, I still had some overtaking and brapping, because I can't not rev this bike. It's just a fact. Like, that's a better use of my petrol than fucking getting anywhere. Just saying. I then did what I call a fun run, which involved me taking the back roads and taking, you know, doing a lot of overtaking and staying in low gear, really getting that grunt and that noise and you know, all the shit that you actually buy a Triumph 3RR for. And it managed to do 46.7 miles to the gallon, so I say 47. So between having fun and being normal, 3 miles to the gallon. So you're either going to get 150 miles to a tank or 170 miles to a tank. Look at this traffic. That means it's going to be shitloads around this corner because it's all going to have been stuck behind the light. Tried a 0 to 60 the other day at these traffic lights before they turned it into a fucking chicane. And not being used to this bike, I managed to achieve a 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. Apparently you can get that down to 3.1. I don't think I'm ever going to get it down to 3.1. But it was pretty cool. I did 4.5. I'll live with that. As you can tell, I've stuck some bar-end mirrors on this bad boy. The standard mirrors, they were alright, but I couldn't see a lot behind me. I had to constantly kind of move my arm out of the way to look behind me, and it just got really aggravating. So I decided the better option was to invest in some bar ends. Then it turns out your standard bar ends from Triumph are £85, and I thought, well, I'll treat myself for once. I got a little bit of money left over because I didn't spend as much on this as I thought I would. And then the dude rang up and told me that that's £85 for one. That can fuck off. So I cancelled my order. I went on Amazon and I bought a pair of almost identical ones, but they're billet aluminium for, was it 40 quid? And they're good. They're tinted, which means at night, some wanker has their, or even in the day, some wanker has their lights on main beam. You can still see. Honestly, don't think of anything else I need to change on this. I was like, oh, I'm going to get an exhaust for it for Christmas or something. See if I can beg people for some money. Don't really need to be honest. It just sounds cool as it is. And if you get an arrow exhaust, it kills your fuel economy, which I wouldn't mind about, except I commute on it. If it was just a toy, I'd bung the fucking exhaust on that bad boy now. Admittedly, I wouldn't have bought it in white, because it shows all the fucking dirt, but when something comes up and it's your dream bike, you don't be picky about the fucking colour. I'll be honest, I had the deposit on this for 2 months. I was recording Bandit videos with the deposit sat on this bad boy. Well, you clearly went for a fucking red light, didn't you? The only problem is, with my bloody credit score, as I said in the last video, there was a bit of a concern about whether it's going to go through. And when I was at the dealership, Zoja actually rang me up. Just wanted to know if everything was alright, if I got there alright, because I said I'd let her know when I got there, and I was so excited about seeing if this would go through. I just I completely forgot. So I rang her up when I was waiting. You know, it's like an expectant dad or something. It was like, oh yeah, you know, I'm just sitting here waiting. Oh, I hope it all goes alright. And then the guy came upstairs, just gave me the thumbs up, and I was like, it's gone through. Like, yeah, it's gone through. I was just like, fucking yes, you bastard. So, yeah, needless to say, I'm very fucking happy. But I'm going to be closing the channel down for a bit. I might do a couple of compilation videos if I find a nice couple of roads, because I actually have my camera on all the time. To me, I didn't get the camera just to record motovlogs on. I bought it for insurance purposes. The motovlogs were kind of a side thing. And there's a lot of bits you don't see, but it's just like people pulling out in front of me. It's like, oh, you fucking twat. I could make a compilation of it, but I'm not going to save all the footage from every wanker who pulls out in front of me. Everyone's had that. They know what it's like. Strange shit, maybe. Like if I see a car going down the road backwards, or sideways, actually that'd be even better. Oh, look at that shit. Anyway, I'm going to go home. Whilst it's now home, I'm going to be moving shortly, hopefully. I'm going to enjoy this. I shall speak to you people some point in the future. I might do a Christmas video for you. If it snows, you'll be damn sure I'm taking this fucker out on snow just for a laugh. Mind you, if I'm at work and it snows, I don't have any fucking choice. I have to get home and it's going to have to be in snow. At least this isn't a heavy bastard. Anyway, I'm going to bail out. So is this sexy beastie. Cheers.